So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Now listen, how can y'all make everything have a dark side? Like everything gotta have a dark side, bro. Like seriously. Like when I saw this, I was like, man, are you serious? Even Cocomelon has dark theories, conspiracy, whatever you want to call it, surrounding it. So I had to see this, man, especially something that was like a tidal wave that came through. When Cocomelon hit the scene, that's all you heard parents talking about. You know, the kids, go watch Cocomelon. You want to watch Cocomelon? I know it's time for you to watch Cocomelon. Let me get the tablet. You know what I mean? It came through like a tidal wave, a tsunami when it hit, and it was massive, bro, massive. So this video, shout outs to Most Amazing Top 10. We're gonna check out the top 10 dark Cocomelon theories. All right, so if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the fam, and let's see what this is about.
How many subscribers Cocomelon now is at 83 million? No! They can't keep getting away with it.
Cocomelon is taking the world by storm. This children's sing-along show is breaking Netflix records, becoming the most popular program of 2020. Their YouTube channel is the second most viewed channel on Earth, with 107 million subscribers. But
just let that sink in for a moment. Now equate that to dollar signs, bro. They are just Scrooge McDuck raking it in, fam. Like swimming in the dough with that. And it's like karaoke. That's basically what it is. It's karaoke song. Like it's karaoke time. And it just can't, whoever came up with that brilliant idea, fam, salute to you. Salute to you.
On Earth with 107 million subscribers. But is their content really suitable for kids? From fears of mind control to the show being a cover-up for something sinister. Let's talk about these theories and more only in today's video. Top 10 dark Cocomelon theories. Never thought I would ever say that in my entire life. Starting off this countdown, we have the mind control. Not gonna lie, I've seen a couple of episodes of Cocomelon and some of the songs are annoyingly catchy. And if you have noticed, whenever kids hear the opening jingle, they will stop everything and will sing and dance along mindlessly. Well, doesn't that seem like the show and its songs are controlling these kids? One minute they're having a temper tantrum and the next they are doing a song and dance. It affects the way they feel.
Parents don't care. Whatever they can do to get the kids to chill out for a moment, calm down, to free up some time for them to take care of something, stop the kid from, they don't care. They're trying to buy that time. And to say that it's gotta be dark because of the way it's calming kids down, I don't know about that. You can hear your favorite song today, right now, in the next few minutes, come on the radio or something, and you may stop what you're doing and listen and jam along. Does that make it dark or mind controlling? No, that's just your jam. Like, sometimes we take things too far, you know what I mean?
Feel, behave, and act. So yeah, the show is literally controlling children. Moving on, we have JJ the baby. Can I keep that in? We're keeping it. We're gonna go with that. All right, and if you guys are liking this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps us out. This theory was posted all over Reddit by a number of users, and it involves JJ, the freaking weird ass baby that can act and do things like an adult, but looks like he's 2. Seriously, how old is he? What is up with him? Like, he can stand on his own and sing and talk and walk. I think it's super weird that he looks like a baby but has a voice of like a 8-year-old. Really creeps me out. The first time I saw him, I was shook by this. Ricardo the Redditor believes that JJ is a man in a baby's body. So that's
What? Now mind y'all, let me preface this with, I've never watched this show. I've always heard about it. You know what I mean? You hear parents talking about it and they elaborate on how, you know, Cocomelon, they use it. So I've always heard about it, never watched it, but bro, these accusations right now, these accusations right now is crazy to me. Just to hear her go in on JJ.
Ricardo, the Redditor, believes that JJ is a man in a baby's body. So that's the theory for this one. And it kind of makes sense because of his odd, non-baby-like behavior. Not only that, but a lot of people think that JJ is adopted mainly because he has blonde hair and his parents have brown hair. Now, I know what you're thinking. Parents with brown hair can still give birth to a child with blonde hair, I know. But if we look at Ricardo's theory, maybe JJ doesn't actually belong to the family because he's a—
Are we seriously taking it that deep? An animation has different color hair than his parents, and y'all are really digging that deep into it? Way too much time on our hands, y'all. I figured it out.
He's a grown man and he's trapped in a baby's body. Maybe this is some Benjamin Button crap, you know? He reversed backwards and now this family has decided out of the goodness of their own heart to look after him. Like seriously, there's something wrong with this kid. Moving on to number 8, we have the addiction. Okay, so some believe that there's a darker reason as to why kids are addicted to Cocomelon. When kids watch the show, the bright colors and graphics draw them in. Their eyes hardly leave the screen. They follow along to the actions mindlessly. And then when the show is done, the songs are stuck in their head for hours. While some say that the reason kids are truly addicted to the show is because they are being brainwashed by it. Some people think that the songs have some underlying tune that adults can't hear. The tune is so high-pitched that it's inaudible. But
Okay, so if we're gonna say that about this, then we gotta say that about McDonald's, about Arby's, about a lot of these major companies that use certain things to get it to stick in your head. They also use bright colors. They're colors that they use. This stuff isn't all just by just, you know what I mean? It's calculated that they use the reds, the yellows, the greens, the stuff that's gonna connect with your eyesight, draw you in, use catchphrases and catchy jingles. Arby's, we have the meats, and don't you sing that? Sometimes it just pop out of you every now and again wherever you are. A lot of companies. So why are y'all like? If we're gonna get to something dark and it's true, then I'm for it because this has something to do with kids, and then I'll be on the train. But so far, it just feels like we're just grasping right now. We're grasping right now, and we're trying to. You know what I mean? Because that point right there, all your major companies do that.
these high-pitched frequencies penetrate their brain and eardrums, making it resonate with them for hours. On top of that, these frequencies release endorphins, which fill us with a pleasant sensation, which is why the show makes kids extremely happy and addicted to the show and songs. So theory goes, that's the real reason as to why Cocomelon is so successful and makes so much money. They're manipulating us. In our 7th spot, we have the zombie kids. Some parents on Reddit were worried that watching Cocomelon will affect their kids' brain development. Well, guess what? According to researcher Goal, she believes this as well. According to her, the more dependent a child is on these videos, the more aggressive they will get when they don't get to see the show. On top of that, she thinks that the graphics, colors, and music can distract people from the educational messages that the show offers. She went on saying, and I quote, "They're now getting irritated and aggravated easily. Children can also find it difficult to differentiate between the world they see on screen and the world that they live in." She thinks that the show is causing a generation of zombie kids. That's actually the word that she said, zombie kids. So be afraid, be very afraid. And our
Think back, y'all. A lot of this stuff is just, it's coming full circle, fam. They said the same thing about video games when video games were first released, right? Remember the NES, the regular Nintendo, even before that, the Atari, but the Nintendo came out and it really started generating, you know what I mean? Just it became super popular. Kids were really starting to stay in the house more than you had other game systems start coming out, and your parents started telling you what? If you play those video games and you keep playing those, all you do is play those video games, you're gonna amount to nothing. You're gonna waste away your life. Now what's happening? People are multimillionaires off of gaming. Is that not correct? The parents that told, I know because I had to tell my pops. Remember you used to tell me when I was running around playing people, battling people on video games like Madden and NBA 2K or NBA Live back then, and I was being like one of the best at it when we would compete and stuff like that, and you would always say, man, you better leave them video games alone. Get out here in this real world and figure things out. Them games ain't gonna amount to anything. They amounted to a lot. You know what I'm saying? They amounted to a lot. Look at how many people stream on these video games and make millions. So again, here we are presented with the same situation. We just don't know. For us to make, I stay away from making statements like that because I saw what happened with video games.
Sixth spot, we have the hierarchy. Reddit user FooKittyEat must have an awful lot of time on their hands because they came up with this insane theory about Cocomelon. So they believe that the show contains a blatant hierarchy. This is both with regards to the animals and humans in the show. For example, you see the animals in the show walking on two legs and interacting with other animals and humans, like elephants and tigers. The freedom of these creatures would suggest there would be no zoos, right? Wrong. In an episode, JJ and his family go to a local zoo, and you see certain animals locked away while humans watch them. So why are some animals locked up and some have freedom? They continued on with this theory, suggesting the show has a racist undertone. First off, there's only one person of color that goes to school with JJ, and that's Cody. In one scene, all the kids are singing about cleaning, but the only person actually cleaning up was Cody. The Reddit user concluded this theory by saying that the show is displaying a disgusting hierarchy, where certain humans and animals are above others. We're now at our fifth and halfway mark with the occupations. This theory was posted by...
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Struggling right now to take the rest. Struggling right now. Struggling after hearing, and I know it's not most amazing top 10, making these drastic claims, you know what I mean? These bogus theories, you know. It ain't them, you know. They're getting this information, but boy. Are you serious right now? Are y'all hearing this?
Reddit user Party Naked Podcast. Interesting name. Again, they must have had a lot of time on their hands because they really analyzed the show. Basically, they question why JJ's family is so wealthy, yet we never see their parents doing any real work. They just live a life of leisure. And don't come at me saying it's just a television show. Like, relax, these are just theories. So he came up with two possibilities as to why this could be. Number one, the dad is a drug dealer or does some other kind of shady work behind the scenes. His other theory is that the mom is in the adult film industry, if you know what I'm saying. He also went on to say the mom is pretty thick. Honestly, I just can't with these theories. Like, that was not necessary.
I'm with her, bro. I can't with these theories, bro. What? The mom is what? The dad is who? He kingpinning now? How could y'all do this to him? Oh my gosh, bro. I wish I had that much time. I don't.
Everybody said it. Anyways, he continued on saying that that's why the family is so well off. Obviously, she was into this whole industry before she had kids. Now she's a housewife. In fact, maybe she had JJ with one of her co-workers by accident. Okay, this theory might have just nailed two birds with one stone. In our fourth spot, we have the imaginary friends. So this theory was shared by AbbyDabby97. She created the theory that all of the animals in the show are imaginary. So in the show, we see the human characters interact with the animal characters. But Abby noticed something. JJ has stuffed animals of almost every animal animal in the show. Maybe the animals we are seeing are just imaginary friends stemmed from his stuffed animals. I mean, in one episode we see JJ walking with his dad. We see a bear sweeping his deck and he waves to JJ, but he never interacts with the dad. In the very next scene, we see JJ holding a stuffed animal version of that bear. So could it be that the animals are just figments of JJ and the kids' imagination? In our third spot, we have the murder. Fans have noticed that the show might be a reference to the Watts family murder. So in August of 2008, Christopher Watts took the lives of his pregnant wife and 2 daughters. Their names were Cece and Bella, and their son-to-be was Nico. Now, let's take a look at Cocomelon. In one episode, all the characters sing a classic children's song. When they are singing, they name off the characters there. 3 of the characters' names are Cece, Bella, and Nico. What are the odds that all 3 of the Watts children were characters in the same episode? What makes this even freakier is that the song literally goes—
I ain't gonna lie, now that one there is a little bit freaky. That is a little bit freaky. That's a hard coincidence there now.
As so, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. When you think of the Watts case, that just has a way darker meaning. Now, someone said that apparently this episode was a tribute to the children, but this has never been confirmed by anyone on the Cocomelon team. It gets even darker when someone said they added Bella's actual laugh in some of the videos as well. Her mother, Shanann Watts, filmed her daughters often and uploaded the videos to Facebook. So they could have gotten her laugh from one of those videos and put it in the episode. But if that's the case, this just makes the show so sad and dark. Moving on to number 2, we have the dark truth. Okay, so this theory goes hand in hand with the one that I just talked about. The theory goes that all the children in the show are based off of real missing individuals. For example, JJ is based off of JJ Vallow. JJ Vallow and his sister Tylee Ryan went missing in September of 2019. They were reported missing after their grandmother hadn't heard from them in a while and was growing concerned. In June of 2020, they were found buried in the backyard of their stepfather's home. It's honestly such a twisted and dark case. Now, the name JJ—
I was about to say, I don't know if she about to say it or not, but I was about to say JJ is so common though for you to try to make that correlation. Like it would have to be a real distinctive name for you to say that, and it would have to be multiple cases for you to start to be able to make that argument, make that claim, or you know what I mean, that accusation. So yeah, JJ is a little bit too common for me to go with that.
Isn't that popular? So the fact that it's featured in Cocomelon alongside Nico—
JJ is very popular. I know a lot of JJs. Actually, a good friend of mine passed away. His name was JJ. You know what I mean? That's what we called him. So it's a lot of JJs out there.
Cece and Bella, it's just quite odd. Not only that, but the same may go for the other characters. And in our number 1 spot, we have the lost episode. Legend goes that somewhere in the depths of the internet, there is a lost Cocomelon episode. Basically, some twisted person decided to make their own episode of Cocomelon and upload it to YouTube for kids to see. So when parents searched Cocomelon, they were accidentally clicking on this scary lost episode, which was not appropriate for the young. So what they were actually watching was quite dark. The episode started off normal, so the parents didn't suspect a thing. But quickly it turned dark when JJ went crazy and killed his entire family. See, I know there's something wrong with that kid. I don't like JJ. We see him covered in blood, going around attacking people like a madman. The episode ends with this close-up of JJ's face. This is an apparent screenshot from that episode. From my understanding though, this episode has now been taken down, but who knows? Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know your thoughts.
See, that's some of the things that come with the whole, you know what I mean, becoming a success, blowing up massively as they have 100 and something million subscribers. It's probably way more than that by now. That's some of the things that come with it, man. You know what I mean? People like it's happened with the kids apps. It's happened with, you know what I mean, kids TV shows. It's happened with all kind of different things, man. And you have to be prepared for that. And the platforms that you place them on, they have to be prepared for that. So when that stuff goes up, they can quickly snatch it down. You know what I mean? That way, not too many people see that. So, man, just to hear a lot of these theories, I'm like, wow. Now, the one with the 3 people that were named from that case, that one there seems a little bit legitimate. You know what I mean? You would definitely have to get the Cocomelon team to confirm that in order for you to think it's true or not. But wow, that's definitely close. You know what I mean? Way too similar. But I have to know what y'all think of this, man. How did y'all receive these theories? What did y'all think? Did y'all laugh as much as I did? Did you shake your head as much as I did? Did you say, wow, somebody has too much time on their hands? As much as I did. Because I think that's what a lot of this was. A lot of this was a reach. But yeah, a reach nonetheless. That's all it was. Y'all get at me though. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, share the video, subscribe, and stick around and stay tuned. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.